Hello, Gus?
Yeah, you there?
Gus, hey, man. Fuck, my cable was fucking loose, dude. What the fuck is going on, man?
How are you?
Man.
On a stormy Friday night in Toronto.
Is it storming for you?
Yeah, we got a bit of a system pulling through now.
Oh, shit, man.
No worries, though.
Hopefully it doesn't kick out the fucking internet, man.
Oh, the reception? Something like that? No, I don't think so.
Hey, man, so we just got done blasting Comatose off the new record, and it's fucking, that's insane shit, dude. Like, the whole thing is fucking amazing. What the fuck is...
Thank you very...
Yeah, man, what's going on, man? I know you guys are busy, man. You guys are up to a lot of stuff right now. You just got done doing a tour. What's been going on in your world, man?
Not too much. Just we're kicking back right now, just taking the summer off, and yeah, just enjoying the summer for a change, and not too much planned this summer. We're getting ready for our home gig in October, because we haven't played here in, I guess, since probably it's been 16 years for us. Probably Condemned way back in 2009, I guess.
Really? Holy shit, man.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
That is a while, man. Well, I'm sitting here looking at your discography on Metal Archives, man. You guys have a hell of a fucking resume here, man. Like, that's a lot of stuff, dude, going all the way back to 84.
Yeah, we've been around. We're one of those first out of the gate thrash bands, I guess, as they say, right? So, yeah, we've been kicking around for a long time, and when we got back at it in 2006, it's been steady on the gas since then, playing lots of shows, and not writing as much as some people would like, but I'm pretty happy with the quality of this one, to say the least.
Yeah. How the hell could anybody complain, man? This is amazing, dude.
Yeah, I mean, thank you very much. Yeah, V6 is it's a real nice badge for us, for sure.
Yeah, man. I mean, so what if it takes you a while, man? Like, sometimes you got to pull back and you got to do whatever you got to do, you know. And the fact is, man, you guys came back strong. You came in swinging, and this record is just, it's insane, man. You guys are doing it, dude.
Yeah, we're pretty happy with the way it came out. It took a while to do, for sure, but the net result was definitely what we had hoped for, and yeah, even after it was all said and done and we had it mixed, I was very, very surprised about how good everything sounded, and how clean the songs had come out.
Yeah. You know, I got to give a big shout out to my buddy Carl Webb for putting you on my radar, man, because he was telling me when you guys put this album first out, he was right away telling me, he was like, man, you got to fucking play this on the show, man. You got to get this guy on you got to get him on the show, man. I'm like, all right, man. So I went and checked, was looking you guys up and checking everything out, and I was seeing that this record is like all across everywhere, like all the different magazines and websites and stuff that I follow. You guys, you just did that cool interview on Banger TV with Sam.
Yes, of course.
Hell
of
yeah,
course.
man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's been a nice, pleasant surprise, Zach, to say the least. Considering when, it's been so long since anybody's heard anything from us. But I mean, we still continue to play shows and get around and still keep our name out there. But yeah, the album's definitely helping a lot and getting us a lot of upfront attention right now. So it's been really, really nice.
So tell us about your history, man. Like take us back. Tell us, how did this whole thing start, and how did you guys get this whole thing going? Like,
wow, that when we
if you
man, when those guys like I seen those guys play in March of '85. I wasn't even in the band, and I just went to Larry's Hideaway, seen them play. Was blown away, of course, because I never seen anything like it. Thrash was so new at that time. but here they were playing at Larry's, and I was just this guy that just happened to go to the show. Word got around about me. I was a big fan of Slayer, big fan of Metallica.
Hell yeah.
Anvil, like Motorhead, all those bands that had come out and they really started setting the bar for what was to come. So yeah, like tape trading was big, and stuff was coming at us fast and furious. So I fell in love with the whole thing, and next thing you know, I was lucky enough to get a phone call from those guys. They found out about me, and I ended up going to Scarborough and trying out for them. It was I had no idea. It was like my first band, so I didn't know if I was going to make it, if it was going to be a big thing. All I knew is I was going to try out, and showed up, played a couple songs, a couple Slayer songs, and those guys are pretty impressed. I didn't think I played that great, but Scott had convinced me during a break that they were pretty happy with it, and yeah, sure enough, I got the gig.
What Slayer songs did you guys play?
Oh, everything off like the very first the first album, Black Magic.
Yeah.
I remember when we played we did a one of those tribute shows to them way back in June of '85. Nobody was doing anything, so we showed up. We were playing that, Antichrist, and then we were mixing in lots of originals off of the first demo, which was we were playing Sacrifice, Turn in Your Grave, stuff like that, Exorcism, stuff like that, and then mixing a few Slayer songs, and then next thing you know, we get to play more shows at Larry's Hideaway as the summer of '85 went on, and we were lucky enough to continue and get to record the first album September of that year. So yeah, it was a big boost for us, at least being able to play that kind of fast, heavy music. Nobody was doing that stuff then, so it caught on pretty quick. But us and Razor were right there. We shared many a stage going forward, and it was quite eye-opening. And as you can see, 40 years later, it's still going as strong as it's ever had.
Hell yeah, dude, that's a hell of a fucking job interview right there, man. Fucking, you show up and you're jamming, and then next thing you know, it's like, can you do Slayer, man? Hell yeah, let's go, man. yeah, and then learning all their stuff, because they had a lot of that stuff already pre-written, so I was lucky enough to learn it all. But next thing you know, when you join a band like this, you don't know what it's going to be like. But it felt like, we were shot out of a cannon right out of the gate, being able to demo and record and play live shows. It was an awesome experience right out of the gate. Well, for you growing up, like, what were some of your influences as a kid, like before you joined the band and everything? Like what was some of the stuff that really got you into music and into this heavy music genre?
Yeah, my dad was lucky enough for me. My dad was a drummer, and he listened to a lot of rock and roll. I listened to a lot of Q107 way back when they were just in their infancy. So like bands like Rush, April Wine, Saga, like a lot of Canadian bands. I used to listen to a lot of early stuff, like a lot of rock and roll. Black Sabbath was always a thing for me. Like my uncles and stuff love that band. So as time went on, like once I started getting into Rush, then it just progressively started getting heavier from there. Going them, Deep Purple. I learned to love all those bands, Led Zeppelin, especially Black Sabbath. Black Sabbath were a big thing for me.
Hell yeah. Especially
going forward. And then I started discovering bands like Venom and Anvil and Merciful Fate, stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
Slayer,
Merciful
like
Fate.
the early Slayer records back in like early '85. Like all that stuff came like a tidal wave for us. Venom.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah, man. I recently saw Merciful Fate on that last run that they did. couple years ago.
Absolutely, yeah, they were fantastic. I got to see that as well.
Oh my god, dude, that was amazing, man. And Creator killed it. Midnight, that was badass, man. So badass.
Absolutely.
And King Diamond, he still sounds like I mean, he's fucking like he's got to be getting old now, man. But like he still does it, dude. He still sounds great.
Yeah, it's amazing how a lot of guys that
such a great showman
come from my generation are still kicking it and still doing an amazing job.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of that, you were mentioning Black Sabbath, man. You know, they're coming up on their supposedly their final fucking shindig.
Yeah, their final shows in 2 weeks. Yeah, I know. Everybody's going to be at that.
Wow, man.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy, eh?
What do you think about that, man? When I think about that, I got mixed feelings, man. I'm like, I'm sad, but
they've always had such a huge influence on an entire generation.
Everybody,
of music. And they set the bar way back when.
Yeah.
Way back when.
Yeah.
Of what it took to sound really heavy, and it's I think it continues today, and it's never stopped. Every band that's ever played anything that's ever been heavy, or they call it heavy metal, you can't say that you haven't listened to Black Sabbath and loved them.
Yeah. I think Rob Zombie said once in an interview that Tony Iommi pretty much wrote every fucking metal riff that there is. Like, no matter what you're playing, it's something of that. It's just whether it's upside down, backwards, or sped up or slowed down. You know,
I would agree,
it's
man.
In there, man.
They set such a high bar, and they probably didn't even know it. You know, they were just happy to be playing and happy to be writing music and being in a band. And yet they probably had no idea that they were beginning a tidal wave of bands to come, and it's been so powerful for so long, to be quite honest.
It really is crazy, man. Like, it's...
Yeah, I love it.
It makes me laugh. You know, sometimes you see those memes when people say stuff like, isn't it crazy to be alive in this time? And I'm thinking, you know, it is crazy. Like, those of us who've lived through it, man, we're very lucky and fortunate to be alive during a generation where Black Sabbath was a thing.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Like, I mean, I can't imagine what it was like before that, and I can't imagine what it's going to be like after they're gone, man. You know, like, it's just weird.
There'll be new soldiers, man. That's what I always believe.
Oh yeah.
There'll be a new set of soldiers to come along to keep pushing it forward. I firmly believe that for sure.
Oh yeah, every single day, man. The kids, man, they're constantly coming up with new ways to push the sounds and just go in different directions and keep the heavy genre going. You know, like, I love it, man. I've been a fan of heavy metal since I was a little kid, and I'm almost 50 years old now, and I'm still checking out new bands and still checking out new stuff as it comes out every day, man. You know, I try to keep up.
It's never changed, Zach. It's never changed.
Yeah,
it's always hear something. You always manage to find something that piques your interest, no matter what.
Yeah, man. I mean, and you know, with this genre that you guys are in, thrash metal, man, like that's you know, there's definitely been a resurgence of a lot of bands that are coming out, new ones, you know, that are definitely harking back to those old days and using some of that vibe, you know, from the 80s.
Oh yeah,
early
I
90s.
like it. It's probably this year has been, for thrash bands putting out new music, it's been phenomenal, and the genre has never been better, to be quite honest.
What kind of bands are you listening to in your spare time, man? Like, do you?
Oh man, I love that new Chemicide. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, no,
I've been cranking the shit out of that, man. It's been fantastic, and I've been hearing that those guys are coming north, man, and I know that they're going to Europe and stuff, but I hope they come north and play this side of the border for sure. I love them. I think they're great.
Yeah, those guys are badass, man. Corrosive, that's another band that's...
Yeah, those guys, yeah. They're up here playing this side of the border, too. They're playing, they're playing next weekend, as a matter of fact. Just on the other side of where I'm living here.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Razor are playing a show, finally. Again, local. About 5 minutes from where I am, I guess.
Well, tell us about this new album, Volume 6, man. I mean, I'm looking at it right now, man. The artwork, too. Like, by the way, the artwork is amazing, man. Is there a...
Amazing job, yes.
Who did
Todd
that?
Kowalski from Propaganda did that one. Zach, you know what? When we put this one together, and it was all said and done and finished, and then they pieced it together, and they said... They gave me all the songs. Always going to lay it out on the album. I was shocked about how perfectly everything went together, and it from one song to the next, it just takes you on in my opinion, a nice little journey for one of our records, to say the least. And I guess maybe that's like the same thing people get with listening to the For Determination and stuff. We take them on a journey with that one as well. So, yeah, really happy how it came out, man. It was, from the production all the way through the way we laid it out and give it to everybody. I'm super stoked about it, man. And yeah, we were pretty old school about how we laid it out and put it together from. Lyric sheets and the photos and stuff. I was pretty impressed. No complaints about the way they put it together. It seemed like one of our old records. Like nothing has ever changed with us, right?
Hell yeah, man. Tell us about some of these songs on this record. Can you give us like a rundown of some of the lyrical content and some of the themes and stuff you guys are going after in these songs?
This one, the whole thing, I mean, some of the songs we've had for years, like Comatose, Underneath Millennia, Missile, like we've had those songs in the can for a long time. The thing about us is leads, bass, all that stuff, those guys pretty much had the... no influence on the song until we actually finished them. So all that stuff is like those guys playing from the gut on the leads, on bass. Like Joe and Scott did an amazing job considering how much exposure they had to the record. I remember when Scott got the record probably after maybe 4 weeks after I recorded it, and he sent me a message, and it took him a bit of time to get it finished, but nonetheless, considering how we put it all together and the distance that those guys live, it seemed like we were stuck in a fucking basement for 10 years and playing that album every day for like the last 10 years. And to be honest, man, it was just me and Rob. Most of it was written probably after the pandemic, because the pandemic, as you know, put a fucking kink in the whole world for maybe 3 years, at least.
Yeah. And
it was did I ever think that we would ever get off our asses or get out of this? It felt like a crutch, it just, you were, and by the time the end of 22 came, he was like, all right, we're going to bear it on and finish this fucking record. And I thought it was just going to be an EP. We just kept writing, and next thing you know, we went in, we laid down 12 songs, and I couldn't have been happier. One of them didn't actually make the record, but maybe it'll come out at a later time.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, the pandemic definitely changed a lot of things for a lot of people, man. I mean, it changed my life, man. I mean, I'm not going to lie, dude.
It was seriously, man, it was a long 3 fucking years, to be honest. Yeah. Really long.
Yeah, I was a welder in a factory for like over a decade, man, in the auto manufacturing field. And when that happened, we all got laid off, man, and there was no help. There was no the waiting list you were on for to get some kind of fucking help was insane, dude. It was bullshit, man. It was fucked up. a lot of us didn't know what the fuck to do. And I remember that was at that point where I was like, I was already doing the radio thing, and for a long time as sort of like a hobby. And I just decided, to figure out how to turn this into a business and actually make it something that could feed my family. And now I'm doing it full time, man, ever since. And so in a way, like it definitely did cool things for a lot of people, but at the same time it fucked up a lot of shit, man,
Yeah, I would agree.
It's weird, man. And it's never ending, though. I mean, there's never ending amounts of fucking weird shit going on in the world. Now we got fucking World War III supposedly going on right now. So what the fuck, man? What are we gonna do now, man? Come on.
Sit back and watch it go.
Oh man, I wish these motherfuckers would just chill, dude. Just chill, man.
I would agree.
Yeah, it's just, it does nothing but makes shit harder on those of us, and especially the bands, man. I know, it's definitely affecting a lot of bands right now. Just all the different stuff that's going on in the world as far as like touring, the economy.
It's definitely made it harder for sure.
Yes, it's not easy, but those of you that are out there still doing it, we see you, man. And it's hard not to. You have to appreciate it.
Yeah, we do it limit. Like the amount of stuff that we do is very limited anyway. So, yeah, one show at a time with us.
Now, for people out there listening, where's the best place for them to go to support you guys, buy merch, buy music and stuff like that? Where should they go?
Most of our stuff's at Curse Blessings right now. If you want to log on to Sacrifice's page on Facebook, there's lots of information and lots of links there that you can go latch on to. And I'm pretty sure we got an Instagram page, stuff like that. But yeah, you can reach us quite easily.
What about High Roller Records, man? How's it been so far working with those guys?
Well, I've been great with those guys. Yeah, it's been a good relationship with those guys for sure. They've been doing a good job for us everywhere else outside of North America.
And this record is available on...
through them, Curse Blessings. Well, High Roller in Europe and in South Asia and around the rest of the world. North America is Curse Blessings Records.
Hell yeah, man. I got the digital off Bandcamp, but you guys also have CDs, vinyl.
Yep.
All kinds
tapes
of
even.
Tapes.
We even have tapes.
Hell yeah, dude. I love the fact that bands are coming back now and you guys are doing tapes, man. I think it's so cool because, even...
Zach, to be honest, I'm serious. I still can't fucking believe they're doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I've been in this business for 40 years. I can't believe they brought tapes back. I remember carrying around a bag of them in the late 80s and stuff.
Yeah. I
thought we got the CDs, and I got like thousands of CDs, and now most of the music is fucking streaming services.
Yeah.
So you got the world that you're in, everything's in your phone now. It's completely changed.
It's fucking bizarre, man. Yeah, when I was a kid in the 80s, we had records, and then we had cassette tapes, and it was like cassette tapes were affordable. It was a quick, easy thing, and you thought it was cool because you could put it in your Walkman, so you could walk down the street, or you could listen to it on the school bus on the way to school and shit. Yeah. And then CDs came out, and it was like, oh, cool. Now you can skip to whatever song you want at whatever time, real fast, and it sounded.
Oh cool. Yeah, that was my favorite format for years. I got hundreds and hundreds of CDs, man, lots of them.
CDs have even come back, nowadays, yeah. And then there for a while, it was like all digital, everybody was just fucking downloading shit for free and fucking stealing everything, but then it came back, and now vinyl made a big resurgence, and everybody started collecting that, and then the economy got fucked, so then people stopped buying those as much, but now they're buying cassette tapes. I'm one of them, but, like, I'll buy cassette tapes and CDs all day long because, it's not that expensive usually, and it's a good way to support people. And you're
probably still sitting on some equipment, right? Like some old tape players.
Yeah, oh yeah. I got a fucking dude. I got a fucking double cassette tape deck that I got from.
I'm sure you do, man. Good. I think we all have at least one of those things kicking around.
I got one from a Goodwill for like fucking $10, dude. Like fucking.
There you go.
Only one side works, but hey, But I mean, to be honest with you, I don't even actually use it that much. Like a lot of times, I'll buy a cassette tape or a CD or something like that, and I'll just open it up and look at it, But like, I'll stick it on my shelf as a collection thing, and I'll listen to the digital that comes with it, because I'm usually listening to it on my phone or on the computer, because that's hooked up to the stereo too,
Yeah.
But I mean, it's I think that's for a lot of people the same way, like they just like to have something that they can hold, whether it's a
I guess the one thing I love about guys who listen and love metal, they love physical copies. I think it's the greatest thing about the genre, and why some of us can still survive, I guess, is the best way to think about it, really. But I mean, you don't get much. You don't get much from the streaming services. They don't pay you much for streams, right?
No, Spotify and all that bullshit, man.
It's dog eat dog. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. And everybody's got to comply sooner or later. So, yeah, there's different ways of getting your stuff out, Bandcamp, and with independent labels, and you could still sign to a major label, but if you do, they want all your particulars, and generations of children after that. So I don't know if I'd want to sell up everything to them these days.
It is crazy though. You mentioned like the genre, like metal in general. This is the genre really that collects all this stuff, like we still do to this day, and we always have. Oh yeah, man. It's
without a doubt.
But like the other ones, pop music and country and stuff like that, man, it's very rare.
I mean, they still have collectors, right? But yeah, I mean, is it as vigorous as metalheads that? I mean, I don't think so. I think the kids really push, and they really push the fact that bands get as big as they do because they love physical copies, and if they love a band, they're going to go and support them. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
And a lot of us old bands, amazing how the newer generations still have latched on, and they're continuing to love the genre and keep pushing it forward. The best thing about this year, I'm telling you right now, is the fact that there's so much thrash out there, and it's been front and center for everybody to absorb, man. And it's never been better. I think it's probably the best year for thrash I've ever seen in my lifetime. That's my own personal opinion.
Hell yeah!
But I truly believe that.
And I still have magazines and posters and stuff that I was collecting when I was a kid. Like I keep that shit, man. I've got it in boxes and stuff, man. Like it's
that stuff's some of it's worth something, right?
Yeah,
or it's going to be worth something to somebody.
But I'm not going to sell it. I'm not going to sell it, man. It ain't that.
Yeah, I mean, some guys do, some guys don't.
Yeah, some people do. Yeah, but no, I'm like, no, man, that's fucking mine, dude. Like, I'm keeping it, man. I don't give a fuck. But yeah,
I don't blame you.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't blame you. I got a big collection myself. A lot of stuff that my grandsons will eventually inherit all that stuff, and I'm gonna let them know that they can sell it when long after I'm gone, if they get a chance to make some money on it, for sure.
A lot of magazines have been coming back too nowadays. Like. There's a lot of them, especially overseas, man. In Europe, man, like it's a big thing. Like people still buy that shit and still collect it and still look at it, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and it's
for sure. I would have to agree.
It's definitely cool, man, and yeah. All right, well, I guess I'm about out of questions for you, man. Is there anything else you want to let the people know?
Well, hey, listen, Zach, thanks a lot for having me on the show. Really appreciate you cranking the new album and giving a lot of appreciation and love for the for Sacrifice and our catalog. It's an honor, man. Considering you know, every little bit helps. Everybody that has fallen in love with Volume 6, I'm absolutely grateful for it, and can't wait to play for you guys down the road. There should be more stuff coming your way in the near future.
Hell yeah, man. If you guys ever come down to Tennessee, hit me up, man, and fucking let me know, dude. Would love to come see you.
No problem. Love to have you.
Hell yeah, dude. All right, man. Well, before I let you go, can I get you to make us a station tag real quick?
You guys at Metal Devastation Radio, thanks very much. From Gus from Sacrifice. Love you guys. Thanks.
Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Dude, I didn't even have to prompt you or tell you what to say, man. You already got it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Gus, man. You're awesome, dude. Thank you so much, man. Really.
Thank you very much, Zach.
I appreciate it, man. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to blast some more Sacrifice for these motherfuckers so they can go crazy, all right?
Appreciate that a whole lot.
All right, man. We'll talk to you later, dude.
Okay, you take it easy now.
Cheers.
All right.
There you have it, folks. That was Gus from Sacrifice live on the Zach Moonshine Show with Metal Devastation motherfucking Radio. Like I said earlier, something about putting your speakers in your windows and in your front lawns and in your neighbor's driveway and all that shit. If you don't see U-Haul trucks everywhere tomorrow, what the fuck are you even doing, man? Crank it the fuck up, dude. Here's some more Sacrifice for you crazy motherfuckers to go crazy.